Right, people, welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. It's one of these tonight. It's a big smile because right now Liverpool are top of Europe in the Champions League and we're top of the Premier League, all thanks to Arne Slot's tricky Reds. Get them likes up, get them comments in tonight as Liverpool hammer. We hammer by Leverkusen 4-0 in the Champions League to go top of the, how many teams is it? 36? Something like that. 36 teams. We're the top of the cream of crop in Europe right now. Real Madrid have lost tonight. Man City have lost tonight. That's 3 defeats in a row for Man City, which begs the question, if Real Madrid are losing to AC Milan, who we've just beaten 3-1, if Manchester City are losing in the Premier League and the Champions League, can Liverpool go and win the Champions League? We teased it in our preview, Doyle and I, saying number 7 en route. And I tell you what, if we keep playing like this, scoring the amount of goals we're scoring, conceding the amount that we're conceding, it could well be a very real thing. Let's get into this instant match reaction. The first half I was disappointed, very much so again. It's not that we weren't lucky to go in at 0-0 because we didn't really give them any huge chances in the first half. But again, it was lackluster. Again, we were giving too many passes away. And again, it was too easy to intercept the ball by Leverkusen, and we made it easy for them in the first half. And do you know what? Once again, just like Brighton, right? I looked at the clock. At 58.5 minutes, we'll call it 59 minutes, we woke up in terms of the fans, right? The Kop started going wild. Ale was ringing out everywhere. And guess what? 61 minutes we score. Guys, I'm telling you, this isn't a surprise. This isn't a secret. This isn't random. This isn't a coincidence. When the fans wake up, the team wakes up. It's very simple. And tonight, we gave them that energy from the 59th minute onwards. And people will say, you know, it goes quiet. You know, Anfield isn't a choir. We're not church boys. We give them the energy when they need it, and they reciprocate it back to us 9 times out of 10. And tonight, as I said, 59 minutes, and I keep, at the minutes, as I'm going to the game at the minute, especially this season, I'm keeping a firm eye on the clock. I like to see when things pick up anti-wise. I like to see when the subs are warming up to come on. I like to see when Slot looks around to see what options he's got to bring on. And I looked over at a key moment, which was the stadium erupted singing Ale in the 59th minute. And I made a mental note, 59 minutes, I've heard a visible increase in the noise. And 2 minutes later, we're 1-0 up. It's not a coincidence, people. This ground does silly things to home and away teams. And sometimes, like Jamie Carragher said, right, sometimes Anfield just takes you off your feet and sweeps you away in a journey that you have no control over. And that's as much as I can sum it up tonight, because up until 59 minutes, Liverpool were pants, right? But again, we've turned it on with the last half an hour, and we scored 4 goals in 45 minutes. The first one, Luis Diaz, I actually said to Ruby, big up to Ruby, she had to get off. And you can hear his song belting outside the Kop right now, but on the 59th minute, we rose, and on the 61st minute, Luis Diaz scores. And I said it to Ruby, a Luis Suarez-esque kind of goal, where he sits the keeper down and just chops it over his head. And Luis Diaz gets a hat-trick tonight for Liverpool in the Champions League. His first hat-trick for Liverpool. And I'm over the moon with his overall performance. Of course, he's man of the match. But at the same time, the through ball from Curtis Jones cannot be underestimated. And listen, again, up until 59 minutes, I can't stand here and say that X, Y, and Z were having a great game, because they weren't. They simply weren't. But Curtis Jones, that through ball, it opens up the game, and all of a sudden we're 1-0 up. And I said to Ruby, I said, listen, this is going to be 2 or 3. And we were spoiled in the end. And Cody Gakpo, shades of offside, gets the header, and then Diaz capitalises on an error inside the box for the 3rd and the 4th. Really, they're quite similar goals from what I can remember. And all of a sudden, from 0-0, where you're going, this is a really compact away performance here from Leverkusen, all of a sudden they're 4-0 down. And Xabi Alonso knows more than anyone how the atmosphere at Anfield can just swallow you up and spit you out before you've even had time to think what the hell is going on here. And that's what happened again tonight. And I'm so proud of this team, man. How many wins has Arne Slot had as a manager in his first few games? All he's done is win every single game apart from 2 where we've drawn 1 and lost 1 to Forest. So once again, the song Arne Slot ringing around Anfield. Xabi Alonso's song got sung as well, which was really nice to see as well. Great to see Xabi Alonso back at Anfield. I have to say, he hasn't aged at all. 20 years ago when he came here as a fresh-faced San Sebastian boy, he looks the same, right? And I think, you know, he will go on to be an incredible manager for Liverpool at some point in the future. If not Liverpool, then, you know, Real Madrid or whatever. But Xabi Alonso, I have to give him some credit because for the first hour he did everything right. But by the end, he just got swallowed up by the atmosphere and we win 4-0. Mario's just joined us. I was sitting next to Ruby. She has a Google Pixel phone. We took some good pictures of you. Yeah, we took some good pictures of you. Good pictures. So listen, there you go. Liverpool 4 by Leverkusen 0. I'll be honest, I didn't think it would be like this. But we're top of Europe and we're top of the Premier League. This is your instant match reaction. I'm over the moon with that. I just love this club. I love this club and I love these players. I love the manager. I love the fans. I just think we're the best. Without sounding biased, I do think we're the best. Anyway, let's get into the fan cam. Show some love on this video. We'll see you in a minute.